good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to launch day. It's Crafters TV. You've got me, Debbie Fisher, with you throughout the day, and it's going to be a really fun day because it is launch day. It means we have an amazing thing to show you, and it's not very often we bring you a stamp set of our own, and I call it our own because I'll tell you why in a second, because we normally do dies and stamps and lots of other bits, and these are incredible. They're lovely big stamps, they're very cute, they're amazing, and you're going to absolutely love them. But the piece about them is they're not a collection by the lady herself. So I love the fact that we've got her in the building today because she's going to give us her take on these gorgeous stamps, and you are going to be absolutely loving them. I know you're buying them already, so get them in your basket, and then you can see all the demos throughout the next 2 hours. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Now, as always, the website's offering you lots today, so go ahead and have a peruse around there and see what you can fill up your baskets with. But for now, I'm going to introduce the lovely lady herself. We've only got the amazing Sheena Douglass in the building. She's doing these amazing stamps. Sheena, how do you feel about them?
Hello. Well, they're cute, aren't they?
They are cute, yes.
They're really cute. I'm loving these. You know what? Because they're the right side of cute.
Yes.
And they're the right amount of dawn in them as well. There's plenty of colouring in space, which I like.
Yeah.
And that I'm looking forward to getting playing with today.
Yeah,
they're really good. They're a good size, and they're photopolymer, which is brilliant. So they're good quality. You're going to get a really clean image. Gorgeous to stamp with. Really nice to play with. Perfect Christmas cards, and quick Christmas cards too.
Oh, amazing.
Perfect.
So it's not very often that we get Sheena in the building not doing her own range, so I can't wait to see Sheena's take on these. It's going to be incredible, and I know she'll be using all those watercolour techniques which you all love and know. Lots of you in with us this morning. Our Rad Rach is on socials, so morning Rachel. Jeffrey Langley is in today saying happy hump day. Yes, happy hump day to all. Hope you all are safe and healthy this day. Yes, we're all very safe and healthy at the moment, in the studio anyway. Thea is saying, oi oi, everybody, oi oi, Savaloy. Teresa's saying, good morning, everyone. Mary Beth is in, saying good morning from Minnesota. Lois is in from Ohio. We've also got Sandra in, who's saying, good morning, everyone, from Buffalo, New York. Have a great crafty day. Yes, it is going to be a great crafty day. I cannot wait for Sheena's take on these. I've had so much fun making my samples. Stacey Brown is in this morning from Arkansas, and Thea is saying, I have this collection already. Oh, very nice. It's already there on the website. I will give all the details shortly, and then we've got Jane in as well from a cloudy Stourbridge in the UK. Let's have a look at some samples to start with, Sheena, because these are absolutely stunning, aren't they?
They're fabulous, yeah. Debbie and I have been collabing on these, and we've got some samples prepped for you. So let me show you one that we're going to start with. We are going to, are we going to be on the other head, or do you want, there you go,
nice.
Look at that. So right up our street, look at it, inky background, but you know
That's
what?
Incredible.
That whole card there, look at the size of it, you know what, a 5x7 card, nothing added, everything on there is just with that little stamp set, so there's nothing you need to add if you want to make a good size card. And the colouring in, you like these colouring in the background?
I love that.
Debbie's going to tell you all about a Showstopper that's going to have the colours in there for you as
yes.
well, just saying, heads up. But we're going to start with that card if you like that bit of blend in with the glycerin.
Absolutely love
and
that
isn't he
card.
gorgeous? He's lovely, isn't he lovely? Oh, look at that.
I think this is my favourite as soon as I see this morning.
He's so cute, isn't he? And I mean,
amazing.
look at him when he's cut out. Look at him.
Amazing.
But when he's vintaged up, that's... Now, if you're liking that look, I'm just going to tell you, heads up, Debbie's created this on craft card and your colour blend pencils. So if you like that look, craft card,
and I love colour blend pencils.
Oh, they're fab, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
so
amazing.
Different ideas, different. Obviously today we're going to be using the aqua blends, but just so as you know, because you're going to be using, making a lot of lovely, lovely cards with these, and you're going to want to experiment with different colouring mediums. Oh, he's cute as well, isn't he?
Very cute.
We're going to make him as well in this store, indeed, as well. And again, everything on here is just the stamp sheet, nothing added, which is fab. Oh, as is this. How cute is he?
I love this deer. I don't think I've ever seen a reindeer like this.
Isn't he cute? Look at his
Yeah.
little heart on the bottom of his feet. Oh, bless them. And this background paper, all created just with the accessory stamps.
Love that.
Oh, little skating dude there with these, the same ones, but with a little bit, add your backing papers, add your embellishments from your other kits as well. Just, you know, look in the craft stash and use some dyes to, you know, to give it some different, you know, make it a focal point. Again, look at, I love the little snowman.
Yeah, snowman's very cute.
They're just, but they're a good size, Debbie. So for smaller format cards,
Oh, that's
I
nice.
adore that card. I think this is gorgeous. So who's made this one? I've got to say, Bianca. She's created it to look like a 4-panel door.
That's amazing.
With a little mouse with his Christmas pudding. It looks like, oh, and look at even the paper inside. It looks like a little Victorian kind of film I want to watch with a little animal
Can
version
I also
of
be
it.
naughty? You've got something coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
Which looking at the door,
Yeah.
maybe
Fabulous,
not
isn't
a
it? I
door,
know.
maybe something else you look through.
Yes, exactly.
That would look cute with that
look perfect with that. I know what you mean. Major, exaggerated wink to Debbie. Just saying. Very subtle, like myself. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Right, and then we've got, look at her, Foxy. Oh, and she, oh, look, oh, she's so cute.
lovely.
Oh, she's sweet. I love that. And what a cool card. Love that. With
That's
it,
really
folders.
nice.
Little hedgehog with a heart.
Oh,
you
look
know,
at
a heart, candy cane holding hedgehog. You know, of course you're going to see that at Christmas. Traditional.
Yep.
You know, but you know what? The thing is, you know, Christmas, oh, it's one of the most challenging things to come up with as a designer.
Yes.
Because everything, every year, it's like, what are we going to do? What's going to be
Yeah.
different? This is what's different. I love the way this has been coloured. Again, gorgeous. Who is it? Bianca. Bianca. Big up to Bianca. I love your colouring, Bianca. This is stunning. I love the way you've
Yeah.
coloured in this little robin here. You see, I think that on a little A6 card, like that,
Yep.
just that on there with the wording. That's all gorgeous, all that setting.
Yep.
But these stamps are strong enough if you want to make quick cards or make a gift of little cards to gift somebody.
Yep.
That's strong enough an image
Love
just
that.
to even go on a card like that. And I know I'm like kind of already on a tangent. You know what my likes? Just a quick flick through, but not with me.
Love that
And
one.
again, this whole card created just with the images from the set. And then why not a tree decoration? Look at that. Oh,
That's very cute.
So that's some inspiration, and we're going to pack in as much as we can.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to see, can we? So let's have a look at what you're actually getting. Of course, we have a showstopper, but let's show those stamps in the full glory. And you can see exactly what you get on this stamp set, because we do fill up the entire area with all those different sentiments. So I love all the sentiments that you're getting here. Hugs and kisses. You've got, of course, your Merry Christmas, sending love. But I do love that hedgehog. I think it's just so cute. So that one is your hugs and kisses. We've then got your meadow fox. Love that one. Very cute, isn't it? I mean, who ever thought of dressing up a fox in a Christmas tree outfit is ingenious. We've got our special penguins as well. So penguin stamps, always very traditional at Christmas. You're on my mice list. I love the title of that. I think that's so cute. Nicola wants to be on his mice list as well. I mean, that is such a lovely one to have. You are Pawsome, so you've got that gorgeous little polar bear ice skating on there, and then you've got your joyful robin today, or joy. Forgot what it is already. What we were saying. No. I was saying the joyous, joie. Noel.
Joyeux Noel.
Yeah, sure. Oh, Sheena, where was you yesterday? Where was you yesterday? We had the most hilarious 10 minutes.
Chou bon,
Try-
petit chou, and chou fleur. They were. That's me French today. Joyeux Noël.
Go home now. I mean, honestly, we did need Sheena yesterday, didn't we? She's putting us to shame today. We were awful. And then our last one there, that's a really cute little deer, which is called Happy New Deer. Love that one as well. Now, it is a showstopper, so you're getting additional items. You know how our Sheena loves the aqua pens. Now these are our tri-colour aquas. We've got our Enchanted Ocean. I love this because we've put all the colours in here that are going to go for Christmas. So although they're sort of oceanic colours, you've also got colours that are going to be brilliant for Christmas, as is the Kingfisher one as well. So those colours are going to just go so well with all the Christmas designs that we've got. So you're getting 2 sets of your tri-colour aquas. You're also getting some ink pads that Sheena was talking about. So we have got our Grasshopper. We've also popped in, and these are our, you can do lots with these, but they are our quick drying ones. We've got our Bordeaux, nearly said boudoir then. I always go to say that for some reason. And then we've got our Power Blue as well, baby blue, in our ink pads. And then we've popped in a stamp cleaning solution as well, because we know you're probably getting a bit low on yours if you're cleaning your stamps really well. So they're all going to come in your Showstopper with your stamp set at that amazing price, platinum price, £36 or $52. Right, I'm just going to do a quick check, see if anyone else is in. Karen is saying, good morning, lovelies. It's nice to see Sheena and Debbie together. I have these stamps. I can't wait to see what Sheena does with them. Yep, me too. Janet is saying, beautiful stamps. I love the size of them too. Yes, Janet, they're a great size. And Wanda is in saying, set alarm to get up for this show. Sheena, in capital letters, I've missed you. I've had these for a week and they are fabulous. Well, I'm glad you're all starting to get your collections. If you haven't, remember to pop them in your basket. That way you can sit back, relax, and just see what Sheena's going to do with them. So, without further ado, let's go over to Sheena and see exactly what she's got in store. Sheena, what one are you starting with?
Well, you know what? You know that in between the start and then just leaving me for a couple of minutes?
Yep, you've changed your mind.
I'll tell you my dilemma, right? Okay. I blame Bianca, what you done to me head. Right, so here's the plan. Plan 1 is we're going to start with a little skating bear, right? You know? And then I love Bianca's little robin so much. And look, I happen to have a little robin cut out here.
Ah,
see?
there you go.
And I just think that would be such a nice little one just to colour in quickly. Just don't you think that's a quick little just tester,
Absolutely.
just to colour in as a quickie, and just stick him on a little card as a little quick A6 card. You know what I said? It would make a really cute A6 minimal kind of card.
Yes.
Don't you think that would be? Should we do that? And then we'll do this. Then we'll do him. Yeah. All right.
Sheena, you're in our hands. We will do whatever you want.
That's it. So I just told you what I wanted you to say yes to, didn't I? Should we just do? Yeah. Okay, we will. Yes, that's great. I thought so.
We will never argue with the master.
I thought you were going to say that. Right. So here's the thing. So I've cut him out. Now here's the other thing. Right. Look, can I just show you this before I even? And then I'm even on another tangent because I've got to show you all of these little people. When you see them lined up. Tell me that doesn't just melt your heart.
Oh, my goodness,
Come on,
amazing.
Look. Why would you not? Look at that. Look, I cut all these out yesterday.
Love them.
And if I can cut these out, not being Sheena scissor hands, Sheena rubbish scissor hands. Absolutely. If you want to see me go quiet, ask me to add a couple of numbers up or give me a pair of scissors. Seriously, you know, when kids are colouring in, their tongues stick out because they're thinking too much. That's me on both occasions. But if I can cut out these like this, and they really are simple to cut out as well, and so you don't even need a die, they're so simple to cut out. So that's what I would do. I would get your little guys together, put them on some, I've used watercolour card because that's my colouring card of choice. If you were going to use your alcohol pens, obviously you'd use your Nina, right? But multi-purpose card would work as well, but I do prefer the watercolour card. Next, what you're going to do, if you get the Showstopper, make that colour chart. Look at that.
Oh, they're nice.
Who would have thunk it? Out of 6 pens like that, you've got a plethora.
That's amazing.
An assault on your senses, that is, isn't it? It's like, is it too early for that? I'm not quite awake enough for this. Seriously. Because the point to make as well is this is the pure colour scribbled on the card. Yep. Then you add water, because what you look at, you think, oh, when am I going to use that's dark? That's a dark colour there, Debbie.
Yep, it is.
That's not how you're using it. You're going to add water. You're going to use that. It's going to be a bit of shading on snow. Yes, that's not how you're using it. You're adding water to it, aren't you? And the same with all these other colours. Look at that frosty snow colour.
Yeah, that's beautiful, that one.
That's what, and then you're going to mix them together. I don't know if we're going to be able to mix a brown. I'm not going to lie, because I have added some colours to supplement this. If I was going to mix a brown, let me have a look where I would go with this first set. Brown is usually like a red and a green colour together. So I'm not promising anything, right? But let's have a try. So what you would do is you would scribble, but I have a brown ready because I don't want to spend all day just mixing colours because we've got far too much to play with, just, you know.
But we would love to watch you all day mix colours together.
So let's do that, and then we can add a little bit of that green as well. So, but we'll see if we can, just because I think it's good. I love that. You're a wizard. So
You are the colour mixing
straight away
wizard.
we've got a brownie colour there.
Oh look, I mean, we had faith in you all
A little
along.
bit more. A little bit more. If you add that cooler green to it, you get a cooler brownie colour.
You really fouled there, didn't you, Sheena? I mean, yeah,
And then
such
what
a
you can do,
failure.
we'll add a little bit of like that goldy colour. Where is the pen there? That one. Let's pop a little bit of that goldy yellow in. So if you wanted to colour this little robin in here, and I love the way Bianca's coloured this little guy in. It's not going to be completely the same because I'm using different colouring products, but I'm going to use a little bit of this goldy tone around his little face here, like that. So the lighter colour first, and I'm being guided by hers. And this is the point as well. Look at the inspiration that's online for you. Look at these samples on the Crafter site. Look at what they're there for you to use as guidance. That's what we put them there for. They're not there for you to just look at. They're there for you to kind of work from as well. So do exactly what I'm doing. If they look great, don't reinvent the wheel. Just look and think, okay, that's my starter for 10. I can start with that, and then I'll work from there. And if you want to tweak them, do it. But also, don't think that it's going to be a carbon copy of the one you're looking at, because this isn't going to be a carbon copy of Bianca's one. I'm doing colouring in at record breakneck speed, and basically figuring it out as I'm going. You know, so you've got to allow me that little bit there. And also, it's maybe a different colouring product I've used. I'm not even using a brown. I'm using a brown I've mixed. So, but I wanted to do that if I could, if I had time, just to show that even with those 6 pens that you've got a lot of colour there, a lot of scope, because it's not just about those colours you've got, it's about all of the mixing potential you've got in every colour. Because look at how we've got all those shades of brown now in that little guy, because I'm just, again, making darker versions of the brown by bringing in more of that bluey colour.
Yeah.
And I can shade the base of this little Carola here.
We need a name, don't we?
Yes, we do.
That should be our mission, a name for each character you do today.
Absolutely. So we've got him there, and then we can add a little bit of the red colour. We want a fiery. If you want it to look like a warm, bright, sunny red, if you add a little bit of that warm goldy tone underneath a little bit like this, and then put the red down, it'll look a little bit more of a glowy red as well. So rather than a pinky red. So we'll add a little bit of that more intense red down there. And then add a little bit of water and fade that up like that. But you can see how this is the first time I've coloured this little guy in.
Yeah.
And so if I can do this before a live studio audience, without having tried mixing these colours and for the first time, and it not looking too bad, I don't think.
That's so good.
You know, we're okay, aren't we?
Absolutely.
You can do that. So let me do his little hat. When we use the same red for his hat. And then we'll put a little bit of shading on his hat as well. I'm not going to underpaint his hat. I'm going to make his hat a little bit darker. So we're going to use just that flat red. But you see how I'm using the aquas more like a watercolour. And I'm using the number 6 Royal and Langnickel brush.
Of course.
Just to get that. So I've got more control and got that colour down. And then a purple's a really good shading colour. And we've got a purple in the other set. So I'm going to use
red?
On red, yeah. It'll add a little bit of a nice little shade. See, it just gives it a nice shadow there, Debbie, like there.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, what do you know? And it just
That's amazing.
Just a little bit down there. And then you've got a little bit of shading there. In fact, we can put a little bit of purple just there. as well, just where his little arm is, and it makes that look like it's a little bit in shadow as well. But just blend it out with a little bit of water because I still want it to look red. So see how he's coming on there?
Looks
Looking
amazing.
not bad. We can use a little bit of a grey-blue tone, so to make that look grey-blue without introducing anything else, usually you get a grey-blue if you mix everything together. So we've got that grey there. We'll mix a bit of purple into it. Yeah, that'll do. Grey, blue, purple.
That'll do.
That'll do. See there?
Oh, yeah.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll pop a little
That's
bit,
really hard, that
just
was.
super pale, just around the outside of this white here, because we still want it to look white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just the tiniest amount. Don't put too much on there. And I'm going to do the same around the edge of his little hat here, and just a few of those little bits where it gives it the impression of being little fluffy bits.
Yeah.
Like that. And then we'll do a little browny colour for his beak. A bit of green brown, like this. Is everything all right for everybody, Debbie? Do you think this is... I'm going as fast as... I'm always conscious that when you're colouring something in completely, that time feels like it's going really slowly.
Don't ever feel like that. We could watch you literally. You can just colour them all. I just think you should colour each one of them in like this so we can see. I just want to take notes of all the colours you're mixing because I think, oh, I can do that and I know those colours and I know the colour system. And then I get home and I think, oh, what colour was mixing with that to make this? And so I need to make notes.
Well, the thing is, you know, this is your time, so I'm happy to do anything you want me to do. If you want me to colour everything in, I'm happy to do that. Whatever the best way to give you the time I'm here, my time, that's great with me. So like Debbie says, let us know what you want.
Absolutely.
If colouring in is the best thing I can give you time-wise today, that's great, but you've got to let us know, yeah?
I love that, Sheena, and that's exactly right. Sheena's here all day, so literally you need to get your questions in this hour so we can put them to Sheena what you want to see, because later on we have 60-minute deals and it literally is just an hour, fast-paced deals, and it's only that hour. You can only buy them for that price in that hour. So you will only have Sheena this next couple of hours to put all those different questions to us. So if there's something you want to see, a little character you want, then just let her know and we will try and fulfill your wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to be quick. Right, I think he's just about done, isn't he?
I love that. It looks amazing.
And then, so what you would do is, I'm going to wipe this down here. Bear with inside, they're in line of sight. A good tip as well is at home, get yourself an old plate or an old tile and scribble all your colours onto that so that when you're done using them, if you haven't used all the colour, just put it to one side and then you can re-wet it later. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. And then you won't be wasting any of your colour. So that little guy there would just... Then you could either 3D him, a little bit of 3D behind him, and sit him on the bottom of your card like
amazing.
that, and then put your little word in at the top and your little bit of, and I think that is a little minimalist, you know, 3D. In fact, let's just pop him on there. Let's just do it. Let's just pop that there, super quick.
And like you say, Sheena, the simplicity of these can be really good. Or if you want to go to town and decorate with all your die cuts, you can do that as well.
Oh, absolutely. And just a few little notes like this. Just like this, like that. I'm trying to... I should have done this before I stuck this little guy down. Because I'm trying to do it with without steadying my hand. And it's much easier if you rest your hand on...
And also, Sheena, I know you know this, but there's also a stamp set that do these for you.
That what, sorry?
There's a stamp set that do these for you.
Yes, exactly. But if you do what I do and you haven't done that, or you want to add a few more, you can do that as well, Debbie.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, yeah, there's always that weird one, isn't it, that goes up like that as well. I don't know what they are. I don't read music, as you can tell. I don't even do notes. You want to hear me in the car, you'll know I don't even do notes. Yeah, not so much for me, the notes, yeah. But
I think you're a good singer.
Speed done there. And then you can do a little, if you want a little suggestion of his little ground there.
That's amazing.
And you can do little puddly bits if you want as well. My pen's running out. But there. And then you put your gridding up there, and there's so many little greetings there. But look how, so you can do a whole set like that.
Yeah.
And you can do, so, and the same would go for your little snowman. But how gorgeous would a set like that be?
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. I love that. Thank you, Sheena. I'm just going to take this one. This is Bianca's as well. Look at this one. How cute is this card? So, same robins, but done with 3 of them on there. How cute is that one, Sheena? Love that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that is so
lovely.
cute. Little trio.
Yeah, trio of them. So, by Masking, absolutely love that one. Now, if you do want to go for these stamp sets, you can buy them just as the stamps, but there is a Showstopper, which you can go for as well. So, there's that gorgeous little robin one. We've also got the Happy New Year. Love that one. I think he's super, super cute. Make sure you get your names in for these and we can start naming them. So the first one would be that robin. What are we going to call the robin? So you've got the snowman, you've got the gorgeous little bear there. You've also got that mice or mouse. You've also got your penguin. Then you've got your little fox, your fabulous fox there, and that gorgeous little hedgehog. And if you do want the Showstopper, so you can go for them if you want, so look on the website, but we have got a collection here with the items that Sheena's been using as well, but we've got them with some ink pads as well. So you've got your baby blue, you've got your Bordeaux, and you've got your grasshopper. And then you've got all those pens that Sheena was just using to mix those amazing colours together, which will give you all the colours you need to create these beautiful stamps for Christmas. And then also we've popped in a stamp cleaning solution as well. So you're getting all that today for platinum price £36 or $52. Now, just while Sheena resets, and we'll do another, get back to a new demo, we're going to take a short break and have a look at our Ben.
It differs slightly depending how lively I'm feeling first thing in the morning. Sometimes I head to the gym. More often than not, I don't head to the gym and I go on the school run. After the school run, I'm normally in here, getting by about 10 o'clock, chatting with the producer, whoever that might be on the day. So I've started going home a little bit more now, actually, in between shows. I only live about 5 minutes up the road, so it's nice to take a bit of a break. Go and make a nice cheese sarnie. Yeah. Cheese sandwich. I love a cheese sandwich. Going home. I can't say the end of the day. You might want to keep this in. I can't say the end of the day, can I? The best part of the day is starting off and finding out what kind of a day it's going to be. Oh, probably night owl now. Never shower. He's so dirty. That's a really good question again. I'm a bath man. I love a bath. Coffee in the morning, tea in the evening. No breakfast. I don't really have breakfast. I tend to eat my first meal around lunchtime. Craft along. My waistcoats, my range of waistcoats, because you've always got to have plenty of waistcoats ready for the day. Is help the guys pack up. I know you're looking at me saying you don't do that. I do. I'm not one of those presenters that comes in, you know, doesn't help the backstage crew. I'm always helping out. You just ask anybody else.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come in to work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog. Unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. We're halfway into the first hour of our new launch, which is our amazing cute characters, and they are super, super cute. You're all loving them. We've been asking you to name them as well. I've just seen one come up. So Alison Lee is saying, let's call him Raving Robin. He could be a Raving Robin, absolutely. Linda saying that was adorable. Sarah saying, I've been looking forward to the launch since they showcased on the launch show, or countdown to launch, I think that was. Sarah is saying the Robin and the Hedgehog are my favourite, but I do love them all. Puffy or Faux Snow would be a great addition to the hat as well. Yeah, absolutely. I do love the Puffy Snow. Linda is saying you learn something new every day. Yes, agreed, Linda. Jane is saying these are super cute. Alison saying agree with Debbie. It would be wonderful for Sheena to colour all the characters. Well, stay tuned. You never know. We're going to get through as many as possible. Karen is saying, I would love to see these lovely cute stamps coloured with the metallic watercolour paint palettes if possible. Not sure if we've got them in the studio, but you never know. We'll have a look. And Pat has said, I could just sit here and watch Sheena for hours. I agree with that. And love the idea of making a cheat chart for the colours. I actually did one over the weekend for the watercolour inks and the fusion stamp set. That's a brilliant idea. I'm definitely going to do that. The great thing is these shows can be saved and then you can watch back. So bookmark them, save them, and you can watch them back and get all those hints and tips from Sheena by rewatching them again, and even craft along with her in those shows as well. So I know she makes it super easy, but actually once you get to grips with your watercolours and everything, it's going to be quite easy to do. I'm just going to make sure that we're all up to date with the questions, then we'll head over to Sheena. We've got Jane saying Pablo the Penguin. I like that one, Pablo. I like that one. And Sarah's got a question. She's saying, can I use the disappearing ink pads with these?
Oh, you can use disappearing ink pads with any of your stamps, yes. But bear in mind, once you colour them in and then you heat it, the line disappears, absolutely, so it's fabulous. So you could, you know, draw the line in again in a sketchier fashion. You could like break the line up, or it's so cool. There's so much you can do with that disappearing. I can't wait to get that in more shows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll do more of that, more shows when I'm back. I think I'll just make it default. It's going to be there where I'm there.
I love that. Right, are we ready to head back into another demo?
Fab.
Fabulous.
Right, so I have this gorgeous little guy who's nameless so far. We need a name for him.
Oh yes, Polar Bear.
Yeah, Polar Bear. Peter Polar Bear. I don't know. Up to you. It's not Pablo, because that's taken. But yeah, so what I've done is I've stamped him using Flagstone in the waterproof, because I'm using the aquas, and it's on watercolour card. And I've stamped them just a little bit more towards the bottom than the top of this card. And you're probably wondering what size the card is. Haven't a clue, but I'll tell you. All right, it's roughly about, well, it's 4 inches-ish by 4 by 6. There you go, 4 by 6. Just by pure chance. It's always ish with me. But that's ready to go now. And then the next thing I've got is I have a little mask for said little bear here. And if you use the masking tape, you're all good, set to go. So I'm going to pop that on there like this. And so that's going to protect this area, because what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the card. And then I'm going to explain why I'm doing it this way and how we're going to break it down so that it's easier. So what you basically got to do is think, you know, what order you're going to do everything in to make it work for you. So let me show you. If I get that on there first, right, that's sorted, pretty good. Now let me show you. This is Debbie's card here, which is gorgeous. Now this sky here, love it. But what we're going to do to create that sky is we're going to use a blending tool like this. And we're going to use the markers, the colours, these gorgeous colours, but we're going to use it with glycerin. And that's going to be easier than trying to pour paint on wet paint and get that all blended in. It's much easier to apply with a blending tool. But if we do that, we would get it all over the little bear, hence we've masked the bear. Now the next thing I'm going to look at, if I want a snowbank like this, that's going to be hard to avoid a snowbank also. So what I also have is a bit of masket here, and I'm going to put that maybe about there. So I'm going to create a little snowbank like that to protect that bit there as well. That makes sense? It's up to you how far up or how far down you want that to be, but we'll do it about there.
Is the bear cut out of
The bear is cut out of masket as well. So you see, look there, just da-da-da, there you go. See, there you go. Cut it out, do it like that. And then I think I might put it a little bit, just a tiny bit further up, maybe about there. But all you're going to do is tear a piece of piece of the masket tape and keep that, because that's your hills and your mountains and your sand banks and everything for other cards that you're going to do in the future. Right, so this is the bit we're going to work on now. So all you're going to do is find pretty colours, which, hello, we got loads of pretty colours here. So we're going to choose them. So I'm going to go with that dark blue there, which is in, so if we look at, actually we could go with that one as well. Too many choices. Right. Well, I definitely want that green. That green's gorgeous. We're going to use that green. Probably that pen there, that one there for the green and the yellow. Can you see green and yellow? Yeah, got that one. And probably that pen there for the pink. That, and probably this top one. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with these first three pens there. That should do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lighter colour first. So I'm going to take my applicators. I'm going to put some clean little doodahs on them, little dauber things. Like
do you
that.
always, I know you do it on air, Sheena, but do you always do a chart for yourself when you're mixing colours, like with the aqua pens?
Yes, every
like
time.
that?
If I need a chart to work from. If I hadn't got a colour chart today, whether it was for you, not for you, it's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's just like a nice to show you. But if I wasn't even going to have a chance to show you, I would be using that for my reference. Because to look at the pens, you just can't see the colours.
That's a really good tip, because I never do that. I think I'm going to start doing that.
Well, when you look at these colours, they don't look that exciting. But when you look at them, look at that yellow compared to that.
Yeah.
That is so much prettier than that.
Yes.
Look at it.
Yeah.
And also to remind yourself that you're going to get a gorgeous pale pastel lemon there. With that, you just get a bit of coloured flat kind of plastic that doesn't sing. It hasn't got the vibrancy.
Yes.
Because it's just dyed plastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, Debbie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scribble the colours I'm going to use first of all. So I want a good splodge of yellow. I want a good splodge of the pink, quite a bit pink in there. So bigger splodge of pink. And then I want a good splodge of the green, which is in this one here. I'm going to put that this side. And a good splodge of blue, which I'll probably use this blue, and I might even use a darker blue as well. We'll start with that one. Now, when this mixes with that pink, it's going to form purpley colour as well. And then I'll leave those to one side because I may want to add to them. And then I'm going to be careful you don't get any glycerin or water onto them. You do definitely want glycerin on because that's going to be the secret to your success. And I'm going to take a little bit of glycerin. I'm just going to put a little pea-size, well, split pea-size glycerin droplet on each of these colours. Yeah. And then I'm going to start with the yellow.
I love using glycerin.
Pop that on it. It's just, well, you know what? You just couldn't do this technique without the glycerin. This makes it possible. Without the glycerin, there's no way you could do this because it just would grab. They're not intended. They're not formulated to do this. These pens aren't, the ink is too thin. it just wouldn't do this. That's not what they're intended for. So, but the glycerin makes it possible. So I think I might be able to get away with, no, I'm going to use that for the green. I'm going to use fresh pink for this. And then I'm going to go in with some of the pink, like this. So you see how we've got these gorgeous, gorgeous colours. Just, again, because of the glycerin, it's made that possible to blend all that intense, gorgeous colour into there, like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the green and maybe pop that down here. Just blend away from your little characters if you can, because you don't want to blend into your, and be careful, I put a little bit too much glycerin. I didn't actually need quite as much as I've put out there. I need a little bit less, especially if you're using good quality card like this is. I'm going to put the blue on there as well. And I haven't reloaded any more glycerin on that. Can you see I just put the blue on? And then I'm going to go into just blending and having a little bit of a play just to use the blue around the outskirts to just create a little bit of a kind of a sort of a vignette. But I'm avoiding that bit of glycerin there that I put on there because I didn't quite need as much as I've put on. I might scribble a little bit more of the blue. Where is that? There. Oh, a little bit brighter. Now this isn't going to be exactly like Debbie's because I'm using different colours, and every time you do anything that's involving paint or ink, it's going to be different. If I did it myself, I did one and then I did another one, it wouldn't look the same twice anyway, because as soon as you've got paints and inks and things into the mix, there's variables, and that's just the way it is, and that's what makes it fun.
Yes, of course.
I think. So that, I can work with that for the sky, for that little bit there. And then to get the little starry droplets in the sky, we'll just take a little bit of water and drop from the brush, just tap the brush. So you've got some little, if you use your finger and just drop some droplets from that, you'll get great big droplets on there, but you just want smaller bits. If you have the brush less wet, they'll be smaller again. But you've got to just like tap a little bit more fiercely.
And faux bleaching works just as well with glycerin. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. See, the little bit white, a little bit pinky, but we can make that a little bit whiter with a white pen shortly. But we've got that there, and then what you can do is we can take that one off there like that, and then we've got that little snowbank, and we've got the sky.
So cool.
And then when we remove that, which I'm not going to do at the minute because we're going to colour this a little bit here, and I don't mind if that gets a little bit colour over that. I'm just going to wipe this up because I've got a lot of glycerin in this, and I don't want to use glycerin in it when I do the bottom bit. So for the bottom bit, for the lake bit, I'm going to use the similar colours because I'm going to reflect the colours that are in the sky. So those same 3 pens, so definitely that blue again. And I might use a little bit of the darker blue as well, just a touch. And the pink and the green. Where's the green? And maybe a touch of the yellow, not much, just a touch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, my round brush again, and I'm going to wet this down a little bit, and I'm going to just create kind of an imaginary kind of lake, kind of edge of a lake, like that. So it looks like this is the lake here, and then I'm going to just do some little lines as if it's just ripples going on. And then you can just go ahead and just blend. See, if you do it like wet into wet, you get little bits where it's kind of like feathers itself. And if you use those same colours but a little bit less of them, just so that it's just a hint of the colours that are in the sky, it just looks so pretty.
So amazing.
And you want to make sure that your horizon line's straight. This is where the good thing is, where you've got that bit of astigmatism, just saying. you'll test that out. And then also the little hills in the background, you can make it look like you've got little kind of bit of a kind of you know, shadow on those hills a bit if you want to make it look a little bit more interesting back there. And that is, we're almost ready to just colour in this little guy here. Put a little bit more green there to just reflect that little. I've got a little bit, I've made that a little bit higher, so I'll have to do that on that side as well.
Zoe's just said that the polar bear now looks like Winnie the Pooh because he's yellow.
Yeah.
It does look a little bit like that.
Oh, cute, isn't he? And then we're almost done. And what you can do is I'm just going to dry that really gently. Really gently. So not too fierce, just so that when I take this little mask off, it'll be easier to see this little guy. And then just carefully lift that up. And then you've got him there, all nice and clean and bright and cheery.
Amazing.
And then we can colour him in, put a little bit of a shadow where he's skating, and then continue with that. So we will, we'll just do that now then. Yeah, so continuing with him. So blue, so what we'll do is we want him to look white still, yeah? And so let's do a little tiny touch of this pink, tiny, really, really watered down. If you're not sure how watered down it is, get a scrap piece of card and try out how, well, we want it a bit cleaner than that. So try the nice clean pink and water it down a lot, okay? So it's just a hint of pink, and just pop that in for his little ear there, and maybe a touch for his cheeks, just to give him a little glow on his cheeks, just so he's got a little hint of a little rosy glow there. And then we can use a tiny bit of this blue just to give it a little bit of shading like this. So you see how I put the colour down, very dilute colour, but now I'm adding water. So there's hardly any colour there at all. It's just a tiny little bit of colour and more water. And so think of where the shadow would be, like under his arm. So think of there, and maybe under his scarf like this. Yeah, maybe at the side of his scarf. So just a little bit of the dilute colour, and under his little tummy here and his leg, that'll be in shadow. There'll be a bit less.
How do you know, Sheena, that you've got enough water on your brush, or if you've got too much water on your brush?
Well, I'll show you what I do. I'll bring me water thing into shot in a sec, Debbie, and show you what I do. It's just habit, and that'll do it for you. You can't see it at the minute because it's usually off camera, because there's always like so much to show on the close-up. But so what I do is I always wet the brush and I always blot it onto my kitchen paper, and that gets rid of the excess water.
Okay.
So that's usually the right amount of what you need to work with.
And if you do put a little bit too much water on, would you just blot it off with some tissue?
Blot it off with a dry brush. Just dry the brush and then pick up the water, Debbie, and that'll,
okay, that's good. I've never done that.
Yeah. So see there, I've put quite a bit of dark on there because I'm wanting it to look a bit more shaded at that bottom, because it's going to be darker, and it looks like he's got a little bit of a blue leg, but it's actually, this is going to be quite dark underneath there because there isn't any light underneath there. And it's, yeah, and that's it. As long as you don't get rid of all the white, and you've still got, you can see he's a little white bear, you're
He
good.
looks a very happy bear.
Yeah,
Especially in that bright coloured
his
sky.
His little envelope there, he's happy, he's all good. I'm not going to do any more than that to that, and then we can start playing with the with these little envelope and things there. So I'm going to pop a little bit of let's put a little yellowy colour there. So make it like a dark browny blacky colour for his trousers. Blue, bit of red, that'll do. For his trousers, for his boots. So you see we've got a dark black browny colour. And we'll leave a little highlight on there. And it's easier to leave a highlight on than paint one in. So this will be at the top, this one will be like there where the light's shining. See the lights above, isn't it, where all the gorgeous colours are coming from?
So
But if you don't leave it, we can always put it back in with your pen.
Rachel is saying, Brian. Very good. Carol was saying Snow Ben.
Snow Ben.
Yes, or Ben Bear.
Ben Bear. Yeah, what about Brian the Sponge? Yeah.
Paul the polar
Got to
bear.
think of Brian the Sponge.
Percy
Right,
the
so we're
penguin.
nearly done, Debbie, with this. But what I'm going to do is use that little bit of darker shadow just there, just to put underneath this little guy here. Just add a little, well, it looks a bit dark, but he's skating, so he's going to have a little bit of a shadow underneath him, see?
Yeah, it's very good.
Like that. And then we need the scarf coloured in, so I'm just for speed, let's just do it that blue, like that. Oh, I went over the line in me haste to try and get it done.
That's
before the
amazing,
hour.
actually, how much just colouring that scarf brings him to life.
Doesn't it? And then we'll put the little dots on there. And we've got to not forget the little hearts as well. Little, let's do a little scribble clean one there with that. And I've got 2 little hearts that I've stamped, so there's a stamp for this. So I've literally just stamped it and cut it out. And then I'll just add a little bit of water just to give a little highlight in the middle. Just a little bit lighter in the middle. 1. How are we for time? Oh, we're good for time.
Loads of time.
Loads of time. I could have kept in the lines then if I'd known. Oh. Oh.
Well, Jane's just ordered the Showstopper, so you're obviously convincing Jane she needs these stamps. I think everyone needs some cute character stamps in their lives, don't they?
So I'm nearly ready to stick this together. So I'm going to pop them there. I'm going to wipe this up. Then I'm going to stick this card together. Okay?
Amazing. Just while Sheena is clearing up, Jane is saying Sydney the snowman. Sarah's saying thank you for answering our question, Sheena. Minty the polar bear. And funny enough, I was thinking polo, and you said after the polo mints, and I was actually thinking of polo. Pat is saying I actually like the way the sky looks. It reminds me as if sunlight is shining down on Peter the polar bear. Oh, now there's a good question. Nicola's saying, do we decide as we do the demos, or do we decide at the end what they're called?
Ooh.
I think as we go along.
Do you
name
think?
each one as we go along. So, Robin, yeah, we haven't. I mean, we had, was it Racy Robin or Raving Robin? Could be Raving or Roberts, we've got Roberts. Oh, Ruby, that's my granddaughter. Ruby Robin. I like that. Let's do Ruby Robin. Well, we can either, quite like the idea of Brian, but I also liked, what was the other one we had? Minty. Minty's a good one, isn't it? Right, we're going to go for Minty the polar bear. Yes, we're going to get Jamie to write them down because I won't remember.
Yeah, best write it down with our memories for sure.
We've got Angela saying that she thinks that the bear could be Becky, the fox Lily, and we've got Snowman for Ben, and Sheena would be the Robin.
Oh, yeah.
And Wendy is saying how mesmerising you are to watch, Sheena. That looks incredible.
Yeah, that's basically it. So I haven't got the little dots done, but let's tell you what, let's do
Oh,
the
it's
little dots.
poor work. Fancy not doing your dots.
We'll do the dots. We'll do the dots. That's the beauty of the brush nib, if you're really careful.
I love how you've done those little hearts. They look like he's carrying balloons.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
And that, when you think that's a whole big card with all that colouring technique, which is fun to do.
Yeah.
And you see, we break it down and you think it's like making a recipe. Like, how would you put that recipe together? Would it be like a roux sauce? Would you start with? Would you start with whatever? And then it all comes together in a recipe. So by doing the dry blending on the top, so then all you're going to do is put your wording on the bottom, and you know, and then the card's done. But the main bit of the card is. Oh, but no, we're not done. There's another little finishing touch which is going to make all the difference. Bear with, I am looking in my bag of tricks here, which has to be here because I carry it everywhere. Oh, you know what? If it's not there, I don't know where they've gone because this should be in there. I'm looking for my sparkle pen, Debbie, and it should be in there.
Your clear sparkle.
Me clear sparkle?
I can see it from here.
Can you see it?
Yeah. No, I can see it in your bag.
Can you?
Yeah. In that end pocket. That's it.
There it is. Well spotted. Oh, you're good. What? What? I'm not going on a crafters. I'll name my crafters companion product.
Sight. I just can't see anything close up.
That's a good Friday night one, isn't it? What? Spot that product from a mile away. What? So what you can do then to give it a little bit more bling is you can then pop your little bit of sparkle across that, and then this will move that little. Make it a little bit, move the watercolour a little bit more, but don't go over and over it. Mm-hmm. It'll just give it a little bit of a shimmer. And then when you get the light on it, you'll get that little bling. And this little guy is done.
That is amazing. And there you go, Percy is finished. No, not Percy, Minty. Why did I call him Percy? Minty. I was thinking of the polo. Robin, it's your name, Robin, sorry, that sounded awful because you've just said you just joined us and you're thinking, why did you say that? It's because Sheena's first colouring in was of the Robin. So Robin's just joined and says, I instantly knew it was Sheena without seeing her or hearing her. Fantastic work. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That was just incredible. Colleen is saying, I love this card, Sheena. Just watching you being creative, and then hearts she's put. Stephanie's saying this card is jam-packed with techniques. And that's it, Sheena. I mean, this isn't just about colouring in. This is about having fun, adding lots of different techniques to it. I love doing those backgrounds, which is amazing. And Pat is saying, I love this idea, and especially the heart balloons. Yeah, the heart balloons are absolutely incredible. But if you have loved this hour, why don't you just stay for another one? Because we do have another hour coming up of all the same inspiration for you to watch and absolutely love. So make sure you sit tight. Now, if you have just joined us, we're right on the hour of the cute characters. Now, the cute characters, it's a brand new launch today, and you're already loving them and buying them. They're incredible. Now, we do have a showstopper for you, and the best thing about the cute characters today, they are a crafter's companion idea, but we've got the lovely Sheena in the building. Sheena, your inspiration on these has been overwhelming so far, and I can't wait to see what you've got for the next hour, because these are incredible, aren't they?
Oh, they're absolutely stunning. I absolutely love them. You know what? They're just cute, but they're on the right side of cute. They're not like you know, too sweet, too cute.
Yeah.
And they're big enough to colour in as well, because if they were too small, they're too finicky to get you know, to get some colour in there. But they're a great size, and I think you'll love using them. They make a good size card. They fill the space well. So they're a smaller format card, like that little robin we did earlier, they'll make a really good a good A6 card.
Love that.
So you know, if you like a minimalist card with just, I mean, all of those characters, you can put any of them on there and make a great card.
Yeah.
And it would be spot on. But you can size them up, as we did with the little snowman guy, the little skating polar bear, sorry, and you can make it a much bigger card. So they're really good value stamps as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do want to watch those two, they were just created in the last hour, so go back and watch the beginning of that one. But for your showstopper, you're getting all of these stamps, so let's have a look and see exactly what you are getting. So you're getting your cute little polar bear, which is You Are Pawsome. We've then got our Hogs and Kisses, another very cute little one. I absolutely love the, I think it's Meadow Fox, but the writing's not very clear. Perhaps we can, it is, what is the fox called? Oh, it's Tremendous. Oh, Tree and then Mendus, yes. I need to rewrite them sometimes. We've then got our special penguin, so bringing gifts there, absolutely love that little guy. We've also got You're On My Mice List. I love that one. I think that's a really cool name for that one. We've got our Snowman Kisses as well, so beautiful design. I think this could be one of my favourites, which is your Happy New Deer. Love that little deer, I think it's super cute. And we've got our Joyful Robin as well. Now, not only that, if you want to go for all those stamp sets, you've got those on the website, so go and have a look at those. But we do have a showstopper, as we always do, which is your best value, and I love this showstopper. Now, all the pens that I'm showing you here from the Enchanted Ocean and the Kingfisher range, you're getting 9 different colours in each, so 18 different colours. You're getting 6 pens with both those packs, and Sheena has been using those throughout, and she's going to continue to use those colours throughout and show you how to mix them. They are fabulous. They're in your showstopper. We've also got your ink pads, so these are your quick drying. So you've got your Grasshopper, you've got your Bordeaux, and you've also got your Baby Blue as well. And then we've also popped in that showstopper, your stamp cleaning solution. So if you've been using that since it came out, you're probably due to get a new one. So a great addition to go with those stamps as well. You're getting them all today for a platinum price of £36 or $52, which is amazing. So grab those stamps today. That way, in fact, pop them in your basket now, and then you can just sit back and watch Sheena create. So Sheena's busy creating over there. So let's go over there and see, as Nicola just said, what magic is she making?
Well, I love this little guy here, this little mouse. Isn't he gorgeous? And I did prepare a card to tweak it up now. This is the one Debbie's done with on the craft card with pencils, but I thought we could do a version of it with the pens, and it would be colouring in the little mouse at the same time. So shall we have a try of that?
Oh yes, I love this one.
But to do that, in preparing that, instead of mixing lots of browns, because there's lots of browns here, it's much easier to just use your browns because, you know, for time and everything. So what I would say is, if you've got your aquas, do what I've done. Pick out all your browny tones, your browny shades, and just even if you make a brown colour chart, you can do that as well. You know, it doesn't have to be, if you've got all your aquas at home and you're going to put them in your storage containers. This is the thought I've just had off the top of my head here, and this makes sense to me. Instead of having them in the sets, you know, like your primary set or your essentials or your landscapes or whatever like that, I would get all your browns together, get all your pinks together, get all your reds together, all your blues and all your yellows. And I would put them in charts together like this. You could even make cards, like brown card, a red card, a pink card, or whatever, and put them in the containers together like that, and that would be an easier way to use them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot of sense, yes.
That would make much more sense because we use them in the set because we need to refer to the packs, don't we? But at home, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
that would make it so much more usable.
Yes. Yeah.
Much more usable. And so, for example, this would be the start of my brown chart, because when you're doing animals and things, you're going to want to look at natural browny colours. And so I just pick out what are my brownie tones, and I haven't been through, there's obviously more in there, but I can say straight away, this is everything I've got to work with to create a brownie kind of sepia image. So that was just a thought. And now and again I have them. The planets have to align. It has to be a good day. So we can do this, and we can do it flat, or we can colour this little guy in like that. Let's do it flat. Let's stamp him out as well. Because, you know what, I've just been using my rocker blocks. I'm going to do this because I wanted to let you see how these stamp, because these are the creme de la creme. I'm saying that like Miss Jean Brodie. I think Craig would be proud.
He would be proud,
The creme de la creme of the stamping material, because if there's anything better than photopolymer, I don't know what it is, because, you know, there's rubber, which is the best for like durability and clarity and everything, but it's not see-through. But photopolymer has got everything that rubber's got, but it's also see-through.
Yes.
So these are photopolymer as well. So we're not losing out, compromising on anything. So I'm going to stamp this little guy here. Oh, but cute. And I'm going to use flagstone again because I just like the flagstone. It's dark enough to show the line clearly, but it's not quite as harsh as black. And I'm using my clear rocker block. I don't know if there's any of the Sheena rocker blocks still available.
I'm not sure if there is.
You know what? These were made years and years ago.
Yes, I remember.
And purely because, this is exactly the same as your purple ones. But for me, you can still get them, Nicola says.
Wow,
well,
I never
to
knew
me,
that.
it just made sense because I want to be able to see exactly where they're going. And without any colour. But look at how well that's stamped there. It is crisp. Look at that, even under
That is
close
so good.
scrutiny. Look at that. I have no fear. Look at that.
No fear.
Perfect. And that's on watercolour card with a bit of texture as well. So let me just put this little guy back on there so I don't forget. Obviously, what you would do, same deal, still need looking after though, you'd use your cleaner that you're going to get in your Blockbuster. Is it a Blockbuster? Showstopper?
Showstopper.
Whatever. I'm singing the suite. I've got my flares on and my platform shoes. I've got sequins everywhere, and I'm still back to the 70s singing Blockbuster.
Love that.
Right, I mean, the intention's there, the words aren't necessarily there. So what we're going to do now is choose which of these colours, what we're going to do. I think the Christmas pudding needs to be reddish. It's usually like a warm, kind of like curranty kind of colour, isn't it? So I'm going to go tawny and chestnut for the Christmas pudding. So let's do the Christmas pudding first. Let's get that little one coloured in. So that one there, I'm going to use that there. And I'm going to use a bit of the reddy colour as well. And I've got red in the pens that you're going to get in that thing that isn't the Blockbuster. That there, like that. Showstopper. That'll be the one. And I'm going to put a bit of purple in there as well because you can. And I'm going to pop a little bit of the green that's in there as well. And this is all just for the Christmas pudding. Can you believe it? Oh, I like a bit of... Do you like Christmas pudding, Debbie?
I'm not really a big lover of dried fruit. So
Yeah,
I don't
me
tend
neither.
to have Christmas pudding.
You know what? It has to be in moderation, the tiniest bit, and I've got to be feeling proper festive.
Yes.
Yuletide felicitations to the max.
Yes, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, and then it's just like I'm over it within a couple of spoonfuls.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have it just because it's traditional, but you're not really choosing
That's it. I'm like all for it because it's like Christmas and yay, brilliant. And then you go, not so
Yeah,
much.
let's have something else. Nice apple crumble or...
Yeah, oh, a bit of
Apple
trifle.
pie.
Trifle.
Trifle, yes.
Yeah, like a bit of trifle. Oh, a pavlova, I like a bit of a pavlova.
Oh, you're a woman after my own heart.
Lovely.
Love all that.
Basically, any other dessert on the planet, that really, that's, you know.
I'm like that with cheesecake. I can take or leave a cheesecake. If it's the only thing on the menu, I'll eat it, but I never choose it.
You know what? I'm picky with cheesecake.
Yeah,
Some
no,
are
I'm not a
amazing. I used to
cheesecake
make an amazing cheesecake. Oh,
Did
chocolate.
you?
But actually, I made it when I lived in America. But it was back in the day when we kind of threw caution to the wind. And I was about 1.5 pounds of Philadelphia cheese in it. And like now you would think, OMG. Like, you know, you wouldn't make it for people you love unless you wanted to, like, you know, bump them off or something. Oh.
A Bailey's cheesecake is very nice.
Yeah, Bailey's nice. Well, this was chocolate cheesecake. It was, it was amazing. It was good.
Perhaps we should
Lemon's
call this
nice because
mouse
it does
cheesecake.
make it a little bit less kind of sickly. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I like a lemon cheesecake.
So what's your favourite dessert?
Oh, you know what? My mum used to make amazing. We used to go blackberry picking.
Okay.
And we would buy, she would make blackberry pies. They were amazing. If I could get there one of my mum's blackberry pies again, that would be me sorted. But I can't, bless her, because she's not with us anymore. But if I could, I would.
Yeah.
Just saying, that would be me, all kinds of happy. I'm trying to find I'm talking like a continuity woman on the telly. I mean, let's face it, I can't talk. You know, that's not a problem.
So Sheena, do you talk to yourself?
I talk to myself, yes.
Because this is a thing at the moment, because I've learned how much I talk to myself.
Yes,
and I
sometimes
didn't
it's not
realise-
good words either.
Yeah. Do you walk around the supermarket talking to yourself?
So I try not to, because I have found that people look a bit scared.
Yeah, I've had people ask if I'm talking to them.
Yes. I've noticed the looks, Debbie. I've noticed the
So we had a
looks.
craft wars, me and Ben, where we both had to create, and it was only after watching it back I didn't stop talking through the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, because I was talking
Were
to
you telling
myself
yourself
about
what
what I
to
was
do?
doing.
Were you having great conversations to yourselves?
To myself, yeah.
Brilliant.
I argue with myself. Out loud, though, that's the thing.
Oh, I do that as well. I tell
Yeah.
myself off out loud, yeah.
I go, why did you do? Why did you do that? I mean, really, why?
What are
did
you
do that?
thinking? Oh, do not believe it. Oh. Oh, seriously? You're having a laugh. Yeah, been there, done that.
I don't know if it's a woman of age thing, because I don't think I used to do it when I was younger, but I definitely do it now.
Yeah, you become like grumpy old woman, don't you? I am. I
Well,
am
no,
totally.
speak for yourself.
Oh.
I'm not a grumpy old woman.
Oh, I
mean,
am. Oh, I'm totally. I am grumpy old woman for sure. Definitely.
I'm just tacky, apparently.
You what?
I'm
Happy.
just tacky.
Oh no, I'm grumpy old woman for sure.
It's because you glue, see. So Debbie told me that I'm tacky because I like tacky glue. And she's chunky because she likes chunky glue. What glue would you
Oh,
be?
tacky. I thought you said happy.
No, tacky.
Tacky, bless you.
I'm a tacky glue. What glue would you be, Sheena?
Yeah.
On all purpose?
I'm repositionable because I always
Repositionable,
am.
I love that.
Always having to switch at the last minute.
That's brilliant. So if you've just joined us, we are naming our animals this morning. So we've got a name for our polar bear, which is Minty. We've also got a name for our robin, which is Ruby. And now we need a name for the mouse. So if you've got any names, send them over to Rach and she will send them over. Oh, Morty, someone
Morty
saying for
Mouse,
the
that's
mouse,
quite
yes.
cute.
Pudding, we could call him Pudding because he's carrying a pudding.
Oh, that's cute, Morty Mouse.
Morty.
Right, shall we do the mouse kind of greyish? Shall we do him a bit greyish? I'm thinking bark's quite
We're in your
a
hands.
cool kind of colour. Let's see how he looks with bark.
Bark.
Bark. But I might change it, we can. It's this our thing, you know. I might do bark and chocolate. Let's see what that looks like, combination.
Oh,
So, right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a little bit of this. We'll try his ear here. We'll do that bit there. darker, right? So not much water on. Wet the brush, take most of the water off, and then little circles to the top of his ear. So you see we've got it a little bit darker to lighter.
Yep.
And we'll do the same. Now I might do this pink ear in there. So what I'm going to do his face, I'm going to do this here, darker here. I might give him a try a little pinky face.
It is the one thing I struggle with is faces.
Faces are hard. If you try to do the makeup contouring bit, oh, it never usually goes to good things, Debbie.
Yeah, I'm not
you know,
very
chisel
good
the
at them.
cheekbones and things.
Yes.
Usually, if you just do around the outsides with a bit of stronger colour, then fade it towards the middle, you get yourself out of trouble that way.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the easiest option. Like with this one, what I'm thinking, I'm just doing it darker around the base there, like that, where there's going to be a bit of shadow. Yeah, under his nose, under there, and then that'll do there. This is gone a little bit patchy just because of the water blending, but we can come back and tidy that up later. But that's not too bad. I'm going to scribble some more of that bark. Where have I put bark? Come on, bark. Come on, bark. Because Willow should be doing it plenty enough. There it is. Doesn't take two tellings to bark. Oh, tell you. All right, so yeah, we'll do this one here. Do the outside like that, bark. So darker there and here, and a little bit lighter. See where I've just done, like joined up the middle there. This is all subject to change. If you start lighter, you can always go darker. You know, that's what I would say. If you're experimenting, you can leave yourself that little bit of leeway. And you could have a little white tummy if you wanted. You could leave him like that. Or you could give him a warmer kind of colour tone. Desert might be quite nice. Let's get some desert into the mix. Saying that, desert's really, really pale. I'm going to go with this colour here instead. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of this here. Like that. And then a little bit of just... Oh, went over the top there.
So Lisa is saying he's holding a Christmas pudding. Is that something they make in the UK? You just assume everybody knows what a Christmas pudding is. Is a Christmas pudding UK related? I don't know that. Yeah. She said, I've never had it, but I've always seen it depicted in Christmas images. Is it chocolate flavour or like a spice cake?
It's like a fruit cake. It's like a dense fruit cake.
Yeah. It's like an old-fashioned steamed pudding, but packed with mostly fruit rather than
dense.
sponge.
Think dense.
Yeah, very dense.
Yes.
But it's all fruit, all sorts of sultanas, and some people put nuts in. A lot of people put brandy in it as well, so lots of alcohol. A lot of people make them. My Al makes one, but he does a chocolate orange one.
Oh, nice.
So in America it's known as plum pudding or figgy pudding. I never realised that was what a Christmas pudding was in America. Yeah.
Oh, let's
Bring
all
me
have a
some
figgy pudding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, figs, dates, sultanas, grapes, all sorts of raisins. Yeah, I don't like dried fruit and things. In fact, I don't like fruit on anything savoury either. Like I don't get pineapple Hawaiian pizzas.
Oh, I like a bit of a Hawaiian pizza. That's a big one, isn't it? The
I
pizza
know, yeah,
thing.
Jamie said I've just started something controversial, but no, I don't like fruit on things. It's like where people have applesauce on pork. Why would you?
Yeah, I like all that. I like a bit of cranberry on my turkey.
No.
Can't beat turkey without cranberry. Got to have a bit of mint sauce on my lamb. If I do. I'm
don't
kind of
like
eating more
nothing
vegetables
like
these
that.
days, but yeah,
I'm pretty
got to do all
boring.
that, Debbie. Yeah.
I
I'm a
like
bit hungry now.
pineapple in my pina colada.
Yeah. I'm singing the Pina Colada song in my head as well, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there, yeah. I'm hearing it in my ear as well. And getting caught in the rain, yeah. I'm into champagne. So this little guy's coming on all right.
Yeah, he's looking super cute.
So we need a red. We'll use the red that's in the set again. No, why not that one there? So I'm just going to go in with the full-on, just flat red here, and then I'm going to use that purpley colour to contour it again, just for speed. This was going to be a bit quick, wasn't it? It's taking ages.
It's fine. It's good to see it colouring and it's seeing how it comes together. And I think people are quite mesmerised by your sort of different ways that you colour and mixing colours. You definitely are a potion maker with your colours, that's for sure. Alchemist, yes.
People who make gold, aren't they? Because I think of Blackadder with that, with Percy. If you haven't seen it, you would know, but he invented purest green. He thought he'd made gold, but it was green. You have to see it. Yeah. Right, so that's that. And all right, his tail. I've missed his tail. We need a little kind of green, grey tail.
But I love the fact that you've got the one that's coloured with pencils right next to you that Debbie's done, and the one you've done, because
yeah,
it just
so totally
shows you.
different, aren't they?
Yeah, so different, but yet the same images, and it means that everyone can do them so different.
Absolutely. That's the thing. So there's not one right and one wrong. They're just different styles, different looks, and that's exactly what you should. You know, if you look at what inspiration online. Don't judge someone else's with yours, because the person who did it probably couldn't replicate it again anyway.
Yeah.
I know I can't. If I've done something, if I do it again, very rarely does it look the same second time.
So here's a question, Sheena, because I've just thought of it because of the coloured image in the colour blend pencils, and I've always used colour blend pencils either on their own or over alcohol colouring. Could you use them to enhance over your watercolours once it's dried, or is it not the right medium to go on to?
Alcohol?
No, could you use pencils?
Oh, pencils, yes, absolutely,
Not
Debbie.
watercolour, could you use your colour blend over this to enhance that?
Absolutely, because that's like what artists use as real mixed media. You know when you talk about mixed media?
Yeah.
That's like an artist version of mixed media for sure. Yeah,
so it doesn't matter that it's watercolour cardstock?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's good. I've never thought to do pencils
you're spot on
that.
there, for sure. Right, so I've just intensified that little bit there. I think I would still do a little bit darker around under there, but I don't want to keep going with, because we've got, done quite a bit on there. But what I would do is maybe a little bit of a bluey kind of grey shading under here, just to ground them, like that.
It's amazing what that does. It looks incredible.
So now he looks like he's standing on the base. Like just a little scribble. So browny grey is a good colour, but you see, just make it a little bit indistinct, kind of like scribbly, not too big. And then you've got that little thing there. And then what we can do is we can make the outside a little bit sepia. I'm going to clear this up, and then we'll do that with the blending version. So
amazing.
Did I say just do this up? Did I say do that up then? Yeah. I mean, clean this up.
Do this up. Clean this up.
And clean that up, and then we'll blend around the outside a little bit. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, lovely. That's like me singing. That's me not using notes, like I said. Yeah. So it looks really clean, but it looks completely different. It kind of looks kind of alcohol coloured, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Kind of got that kind of clean look about it. But what you can, another little technique is, have you seen the little technique where I scratch around the outside? Have you seen that before?
No.
Is there a craft knife over here that you can spot from there? From
here she goes.
Like 3 miles away. Yeah, I can see one. It's behind you. Or a little, even a poker tool might do. Oh, not that one, because it hasn't got any point to it. That might have. Bit like myself, that might do. Right, so what you do is you can get your little scoring tool, and if you score like this around the edge of your card and make it all squishy, scratchy, wibbly wobbly bits like this, right, and you want it to be uneven, and very kind of random. What's going to happen is, you know that technique, and it looks great if you use this kind of blues and blue inks. You know when you have crazed china, and it looks like, it's what they call craquelure when the varnish crazes. And it looks like hairline cracks in the varnish. Do you know what I mean, Debbie?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so when you put your ink on it, the ink kind of congregates in the little residue, the little channels.
Oh, I think I'm going to love this. This might be my new favourite thing.
Yeah, well, this is something I invented many moons ago, and it was a pure accident, because what I was doing, I was trying to, you know that bit when you rough up the side of the card to make it look thicker and chunkier, and then you put ink on it. Well,
Liam's in the room. He's going to pinch this idea. Don't you pinch it before I do it?
And I was, and what I did was my craft knife slipped, and when I inked it up, that's what I got. And I went, whoa! Why didn't I think of that? So it was one of those happy accidents.
That's a brilliant idea. And I've not even seen what you're going to do, but just having those
really
scratch
cool.
marks.
So I'm going to use chestnut because I like that warm brownie colour. That one there, I think that'll be a nice sepia tone on this. So that there, I may put a little bit of a touch of chocolate in it just to make it a tiny little bit darker, but that's the thing, you can mix your own bespoke colour, can't you? And a tiny touch of glycerin, obviously. Now what you would do is you try this on a bit of scrap card first. When you've done something you like, you don't want to test it out on something you know, your nice finished coloured piece.
Yeah, don't mess it up now, you've coloured him in lovely.
Absolutely, don't do that, no, you'll not thank me for it. So
I can't wait to see this.
A little bit of that on there. And then you're going to try that a bit more warm there. Like this. See, so there, that's kind of the colour we're going to get. Yeah, that looks quite a nice colour there. Do you think that colour?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So then we'll go around like this. Can you see the little crazed marks appearing?
Oh my goodness, I love this. That's amazing.
It's good, isn't it? It's
Liam's literally, as chin has dropped to the floor, yeah.
It does look like an old photo when they get creased and there's
That's
crackles in it.
amazing.
Or like if you do like monochrome and you use blues and then you use like, you know, direct with your embossing ink pad over it and then use clear embossing powder, it looks like Delftware, like China.
God. Do you know what this will look good? We've got Halloween coming up soon.
Yeah.
It's like sort of spiders have spun their webs around the image as well. I love that.
I'm going to put a little darker tone on that. Let's do more chocolate.
Where do you get these ideas from?
Well, like I don't get out much, Debbie, you know. And when I do...
I mean, the poker tool has been round for so long. How have I not thought to scratch cardstock with it? I am going to be doing it all the time. I love that. That looks incredible.
It's good, isn't it?
It's so good. It actually looks like vines that have come into the sort of picture.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can use it for lots of different occasions, lots of different looks. And it's just a great little, like a mixed media. And you know what, this I've said all the time, you don't need to buy mixed media special products. You just need what you've got and have a good play with them. And then you've got that cute little guy there. And then we would pop him on there and you can do your little faux stitching around the outside. And pop him like that and stick him together. I don't know what we're like for time, Debbie, what we like for?
Yeah, no, we're good, we're good.
Half an hour, brilliant. Okay, and that would, see, and then...
That is amazing.
There you go.
Is that what that says? To my favourite
Yeah,
pudding? Oh,
so I can
love
tidy this
that.
up and stick that together and then we'll colour another one in. How's that like that?
I absolutely love that. You as wowed as what I am, honestly. That was amazing. We've got some ideas for them. We've got Molly the mouse. We've got Spencer the mouse. So that's from Jane, Suzanne. We've got Robin saying Melody the mouse. Like that one. My mother-in-law attempted to microwave a Christmas pudding with coins in. the other year. It wasn't a good idea. Oh dear.
You don't want to bake it on
Metal
a
in the
sixpence
microwave.
piece, do you?
Yeah, not good,
Sixpenny
not
piece.
good. I actually just bought some pineapple rum to make frozen pina coladas. I
Ooh,
love
I
that
like pina
idea. Very
colada, yeah,
nice.
nice.
Sheena, you make it look so easy. I can't even control the brush, Celia was saying. Karen saying, I love all these stamps. I can't choose my favourite. I'm going to spend a week with my grandchildren next week, and I'm taking these with me to my granddaughters. They will love colouring in. They will. My Ruby is 9, and she seen my Robin coloured in the other day, and she was like, Nanny, how did you do that? So I taught her how to blend with her alcohol pens. The boys will be in for short periods, but Lottie will want to colour them in. I just love watching Sheena and could watch her all day. And Susan saying, we love you, Sheena. Sheena has shown us so many amazing ideas, Susan saying, and Sharon has said, I enjoy your show so much. They are so much help with my card making. Thank you so very much.
Oh, thank you.
You are very welcome. It's so nice to have Sheena in the building. Got another half hour, but going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back to see another demo with Sheena. Debbie Robinson is here for you.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee. And flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me, and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts, and then grab my tea.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. go home and make the tea.
Hello and welcome back. We are literally the last 25 minutes in our launch day of all things. So it's our cute characters. I'm going to just quickly run through them so we can get one more demo in with our Sheena. I've got, first of all, to show you is that gorgeous Robin, who we've named Ruby, or you've named Ruby. We are naming the characters as we go along. So we've got Ruby. We still haven't got one yet for the reindeer, but you've got your reindeer one in that collection. You've also got your snowman kisses. We've also got the little mouse, so we need to name that one. Oh, we've got we've got an executive decision from our Nicola. It's Melody. I love Melody.
Oh,
I think
Melody's
that's such
cute.
a nice name, Melody the mouse.
Yeah.
Then we've got our penguin. We've also got penguin. Do we have? Oh no, we haven't done that one. We've got our Pablo. I like Pablo. Let's just go with Pablo the penguin. We've got the fox there. We've got our hedgehog, and then we've got our polar bear, who we have named Minty, which I absolutely love. Now, if you do want to go for just the stamps, you can grab those online, but we do have a showstopper. All the pens that Sheena's been using are these ones here. They are our tricolour aquas. They're the Enchanted Ocean and the Kingfisher, so you're getting 9 different colours in those. 9 different colours in each one, so 3 pens in each, 6 pens in total. You're also getting your quick drying ink pads in your baby blue, your Bordeaux, and your grasshopper. So all of those 3. Oh, and we're putting in some stamp cleaning solution as well to clean your stamps. So if you want to go for those today, they're £36 or $52. Right, let's get back and see what Sheena's using. Which one are you using, Sheena?
Shall we colour a penguin in?
Yes,
Yeah, like the
Pablo.
Pablo, yay. So,
Pablo, isn't Pablo, sorry interrupted, isn't Pablo our Nicola's name on Instagram? Yes, I thought I'd heard that name before, yes.
Oh.
So it is our Nicola.
So that's the little mouse truck all together there. That one's finished, so that'll add to the little
I
gallery.
love that.
Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, very
so
cute.
We'll pop him to one side and we'll colour Pablo in. And we might just make one of those little cute little A6 cards with it. Because,
nice, love
yeah,
that idea.
Not sure how much we'll get done in the time we've got, but we'll go for it. So let's look at the white areas. So let's look at the white. So the thing is with white, how do you colour in white? You don't. You use the white card. So white's quick. What you do with white, is you colour in the shadow. You colour in the shade bit on white. So you don't colour the white, you colour the shadow. And the shadow is usually a bluey colour. So a bluey aqua kind of colour. So when you look at the colours you're going to get with your Showstopper, your Blockbuster, you can use any of these would work really. Any of these watered down. That's a nice colour. That would also work. Let's go with even that dark blue, just to let you see how that would work. So even the darkest of blues there, very dark blue. What you need to do though is be aware that you're going to water this down a lot. So let me take my Royal and Landical brush, and you're going to be using this super diluted, right? Super diluted. So what I'm going to do, but you're not using the brush super wet. Take a lot of the water off your brush, and then just go around where the underneath this little wing here, and around the edge of where the black is going to be, and underneath here. Now you can always add more, and you can pick up a little bit more colour and add a little bit more into that, but put a little bit less down to start with, and then dry the brush, and then just little circular movements like this, just to blend that in a little bit. So even that really dark blue would work to suggest that that's white, but with a shadow. Can you see? And then we've got that in the middle there. So we're going to do the same with this top bit here, just there, underneath where his scarf's going to be, because this is all going to be just casting a little bit of a shadow. And then just a little bit of water just to drag that little bit into there. And it looks a little bit darker than it's going to at the minute because there isn't any colour anywhere else. So this looks a little bit more intense. But it'll look fine when we get the colour on elsewhere.
And I think if anyone's a little bit sort of not sure how to colour, the penguins and the polar bears are probably the easiest, and snowmen are probably the easiest to colour, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. they're a great one to start with because there isn't, it's like, you know, we're good if you use black, but you don't even have to use black. You can even put like a purpley tone underneath the black and make it look a little bit more funky, you know.
Yeah.
You can do that. Shall we do that?
Absolutely.
Shall we get a bit? Yeah, let's do that. So the purpley colour that's in this is like, it's very purpley, it's very pinky colour. But why not? Let's do a kind of an under colour, undercoat and that. So let's colour that first with this colour and then we'll put the black on top. So purple penguin, yeah, why not? So what you've got to be aware of, you know, I've just coloured that bit there in that blue, haven't I?
Yeah.
What I need to be really careful of is colouring something next to it straight away.
Right.
With a water-based colouring product because it can wick that colour into the colour that I don't want it to go where I don't want it to go. So ideally I would dry that first bit with my heat gun and then colour this bit.
Right, and I suppose that's where you wouldn't use too much water either.
Exactly, because you just want that to go on there and you want it to behave and you want it to stay where you're putting it.
That's a lovely colour, that is.
Pretty, isn't it?
It doesn't even look like the colour on the mat when you paint it on. It's really dark and rich.
Yeah, it's intense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So, it would be great. You can imagine the Arctic if the penguins were all
Well, Jake
pink,
is wishing they were all
hot
that
pink
colour. They would
penguins.
look cool.
Yeah, psychedelic penguins.
We don't want black penguins anymore.
I love penguins though, they're
Oh,
brilliant.
me too. They've got so much character.
Emperor
haven't
penguins,
they?
they're cool, aren't they? Those are the ones that have got those mad
Oh,
eyebrows.
yes, yeah.
Oh, it's like schnauzer dogs. My friend's got a schnauzer dog. They always look completely paid off, don't they? They always look like they remind me of grumpy old men. They've got the mad eyebrows and they're like that. All the time. And he's so cool, little Logan. And he's just so young and he's only a few months old, but he's like a grumpy old bloke. It's like, cheer up, Logan. Ooh.
That's funny.
It's brilliant.
I don't even know what I'm more shocked about, the actual how grumpy they are or how good your personation was.
Oh, I love the eyebrows, they're fantastic. Right, so what I'm doing, I've put some black on there, but I'm not putting it all over. I've just put it at the top and the bottom and I've joined it up a bit. Can you see I've just put water in the middle there? So I'm hoping I can go carefully over this bit here and put some just at the edge here and just here like this.
That is so good.
Like that. And then around there, because this will be a shadow bit here. And then I'm going to just wet with the brush, take some water off, and then just drag some of this colour like that. So now it's got like a nice purpley kind of little glow to it.
Yeah,
It's not a
that's really
flat
nice.
black, can you see?
Actually looks even nicer than just a black penguin, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just another little way to, you know, to play with them, isn't it? A different look. And, you know, if you can do this with this, then you can do it with all your other stuff that you're colouring in. It's just another little, you know, a little thing to play with, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
So dark around the hat where there's going to be some shadow there. And then a little bit of a tight, lighter kind of tint just there. And then it looks warm and rich. Can you see how
Yeah,
it
it looks
got that
beautiful.
really looks velvety, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
And
love
then
that.
and then we can just colour in. And if you want to do like a pinky scarf, let's do a pinky scarf. Let's change it, mix it up. Let's do that scarf, that hot pink, and make it all pretty colours, because it doesn't have to be the traditional, you know, colours that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
contemporary penguins are good.
Sorry?
A contemporary penguin is
Absolutely,
good.
absolutely. Like Christmas trees now, you know, hey, you know,
Absolutely, yeah,
Where
there's lots
just
of
any
different
colour
colours.
goes now. What?
Yeah.
Messes with me head.
Yeah, I see I think it must have been a pride tree because it was all multicolours. Each set
cool.
of branches as it went up, yeah, was all different colours.
Nice. So I've got that there like that. Now what I'm going to do, same principle, just going to take water and just do a little highlight there, just so it gives it a little bit of a highlight. Can you see?
Yeah.
So darker at the bottom, so not much water on my brush, more pen, and then a little bit there, like that. And then take the colour off my brush, dry the brush, and then just pull this colour to meet the other one, like that. So it gives it a little bit of a highlight. From one to the other, and then you can still shade that as well. And we put a little bit of a bluey tone down there and under there, just to shade it a little bit more. And it just goes into a darker purple, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it looks really good.
And then he's got a nice, pretty scarf that matches in with his colour scheme. And we need to do the hat the
Warm
same.
and snug.
So same deal with the hat. I hope this is helpful for people because, you know, it's really nice to do, but you can only go, even though I'm going, you know, quite fast, it still takes a degree of time, doesn't it, to colour in.
Well, I think you've shown something different with each of your demos, Sheena, and I think I love the idea of it. I've never even thought about using a colour like purple under the black, and it's just another brilliant technique.
Oh, thank you. And then his little feet, it's up to you what kind of, we can make them a little orangey colour. Yeah, let's get a little bit of that in there. Oh, very orange. We could tone it down pinky orange. Whoa, very orange. It's like fluorescent orange, caution orange.
Don't touch my feet.
Feet approaching, a bit
Well,
like
they're
my
definitely
feet.
happy feet.
Oh, what? You would not want to see my feet that colour. Yikes. Eek! I'm going to use a little bit of this brown there just to tone them down a touch. Like that. And then maybe a little orangey beak as well. But we'll tone that down a little bit too. So cute.
Very cute.
But again, I'll tone that down in a sec. I'm going to just pop a little bit of the bluey kind of tone just around the base of his hat here like this. And I know that's gone a little bit dark there, but I'm being a bit drastic there because I have gone a bit darker with the other colour, so I can get a bit more,
Yeah, it looks lovely.
you know, intense with the other. And I could even go a little bit darker, you see under there now, because I have darkened the colour for the other stuff. So these are looking okay. And then we've got the little gifts to do.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Pablo is looking very artistic.
Yeah. And then it's just picking some nice colours. I think we need nice, clean, bright colours. Let's do this bright green. We've got a gift that colour. Definitely that. We got the turquoisey kind of tealy kind of blue for sure. And right, let's see what we've got there. Let's do that one, that colour.
Teresa's asked him what cardstock you've been using.
I'm using watercolour card.
Watercolour card, yeah.
Yeah, that's my go-to for anything I'm using, because most of the time I'm using the watercolour colouring medium. So that would be it. That's my go-to, the watercolour card. I know you can use multi-purpose, but I really prefer just the watercolour card for sure. I'll put the green there. So I've gone really full colour there. And should we do, what do you think? What colour should we do at the bottom? What do you reckon? What colour? What colour do you reckon, Debbie?
I don't know. I've lost what colours.
Shall we do,
What about an orangey yellow?
orangey yellow? Okay. Orangey yellow it is. So we'll do that bow orangey yellow. That's easy. Just mix and match like that.
Yeah, Thea, if you've just joined us, it is watercolour cardstock as well. Lots of people asking about the cardstock. I think you've used watercolour throughout the whole demos, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. Oh, I went over the ribbon. Okay, in which case I'm going to go over the whole of the thing, and then it'll be the same colour when I go over the top of everything to paint the ribbon. All right.
Love that.
And then if I paint the ribbon blue, it should go, yep, dark greeny colour.
I don't know where these 2 hours have gone, Sheena.
I know, they've flown by,
It's
haven't they?
absolutely flown by, yes.
Nice though when you're having fun, isn't it? And you're enjoying it. I mean,
it's so good. And especially when you're learning new techniques all the time as well.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that little tag pink as well, why not? So that little guy
cute.
there can then go. Let me dry this up and then we'll pop him on a card.
Well, you've certainly brought them to life. I know there's 2, 4, 6, there's 8, aren't there, in total, and Sheena's done half of them in the last couple of hours. So, yeah, if you want to go back and watch them at all, if you have just joined them, that's 4 that she's done in the last couple of hours. And we've got 4 names for them as well, which is super cute. So, our Jamie has named the fox Felix, so we're having a Felix the fox. From Judith's comment, apparently. So, yeah, thank you for all your names for our little characters today. Look how cute this little penguin is looking.
Isn't he cute? Oh,
I do love this idea of doing a simplistic card, just white background, sentiment.
I think it looks
good.
really nice.
Yeah.
I really like that, you know, just clean. And, you know, the thing is, the only thing that would have to do for me, if I wanted to stay that way, is just do that the very last. Because a white card in me very rarely stays white. Yeah, loudest stamper on the planet, thinker on the planet. Right, so I'm going to pop him about there. And I'm going to just pop him maybe about there. He could go down. No, you know what? I'm going to put it there. That's it. That's absolutely the right choice.
Very indecisive today, Sheena.
Definitely. Oh, phew, just saved it the last minute. It was going to be ruined, Debbie. Absolutely ruined. I would have had to put it straight in the bin when I realised the error of my ways. Whoa. Quick retrieval.
I'm just actually looking at all the sentiments. There's some really cool sentiments on here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start stamping because they're photopolymer as well. So stamp beautifully.
Yeah, they do. And you know what I love? It's about that
Look at
negative space. Negative space is a really good thing, that
yeah.
white space, which is why I did that, because it's grouping it and it's creating a triangle. Can you see?
Yeah, love
And
that.
triangles are good for composition. So that would have been disjointed. Your eye would have been up there, down there, up there, down there. Where's it going? Well, I don't know. But there, it's keeping it like, you know, it's training it, it's keeping a bit of order, which is what I need in my life. There you go.
I
Sorted.
love that. It's absolutely amazing. Sheena, thank you so much. Now, if you want to grab those stamps, these are the ones in the collection. You've got lots to choose from. If you want to cherry pick, obviously you can do that, but the best price is in the Showstopper. You're actually saving £30.85 on here in the UK. It's just amazing. Not only are you getting the cute little character, you're getting all those beautiful sentiments as well. So that one is You Are Pawsome. You've then got your Hogs and Kisses with that cute little hedgehog. It's the first time I've seen a Christmas hedgehog and he looks super cute. Tremendous fox, which I'm sure our Sarah must have named because that's her sound, isn't it? Tremendous. And then you've got your special penguin, so absolutely gorgeous little guy there. Then you've got You're on My Mice List. I love the title of that one. I think that's really cute as well. Lots of really cool sentiments on there as well. Then you've got your Snowman Kisses with that gorgeous little snowman. It's a good one to start your practicing on if you're new to colouring, or a good one for the kids to colour in as well. Happy New Deer, absolutely love that cute little reindeer, very, very cute little design. And your Joyful Robin as well, which we've named Ruby. So gorgeous little one. Now, if you're going for the Showstopper today, you are getting some additional extras, so it's the best way to buy it. You're getting 2 packs of your tricolour aquas, one in your Kingfisher and one in your Enchanted Ocean. You're getting 3 pens in each, but 9 colours in each, so 18 different colours in total. And Sheena has been using those colours throughout. You can mix them to make browns. You've got reds in there, blues, greens. They're absolutely a great colour combination for this stamp set. We've also got some stamp cleaning as well solution, which you can use to clean all your stamps. And then we've also popped in some of your Bordeaux quick drying ink pad, your baby blue, and your grasshopper as well. So you're getting those 3 different ink pads in there as well. Now let me just check that we're all up to date with your comments. Zoe is saying, I got so carried away with the penguin stamps from last year that I made more than I needed. On the plus side, I'm ahead on the cards. However, can see me getting carried away with these as well this year. Yeah, absolutely. They are a little bit, some stamps are a little bit addictive. Once you start, you just can't stop, and then you just keep moving on to the next one. There's such good ones to colour in. Jane is saying, I would love to use the flip markers on those gifts. Yeah, that's a really good idea as well, especially the little ribbons and bows. Love that idea, Jane. Susan's saying, I love, love, love this penguin. He is adorable. And Rebecca is saying, wow, what a masterclass, Sheena. Yeah, it has been a masterclass, Sheena. But shall we, in fact, I know you've got some samples over there, Sheena. So if we have just a few, look at the samples just before we head to have our lunch, and then we can just see a few more of those cute little characters.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got this little guy here. This is the little mouse that was inspiration, which I love, on the craft card. So different look, different medium. So think about, you've just seen the one medium. Think about mixing it up, mixing with the different products you've got. I love him as well. So absolutely super cool. He's so cute. I love that little fox. She's gorgeous, lovely. The little Robin again, love him. I think that's my favourite. Robin's my favourite.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, I love the Robin.
Oh, Ruby.
Yeah, I love little Ruby. Ruby Robin.
Robin.
Ruby, yeah. Don't take your love to town. No, Ruby, no. Little Melly the mouse.
I love that name, Melody.
Yeah.
What a name.
Who's the snowman?
We haven't got
Not
one
got
for
the snowman. Oh, no. Oh, I'm thinking it's like, oh, but they're so like all been done. There's an original one, Frosty. Nobody will thought of that. Yeah. Ooh, Hypothermia, the snowman.
Which they're very happy about. I love these, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Sheena, for the last 2 hours. We will be back at 5 o'clock for some really fast-paced 60-minute deals, and literally it's just for that hour and then they're gone. So join us back at 5 o'clock. We will see you then.